Todd is not only a remarkable, successful 30-year titan in business with having multiple businesses that generate multiplied millions of dollars.
And if that plan happens to be to build $1 million company, which I can help you do.
But he's humble. He's a man of God. He's a family man.
The world's news organizations are built on everything but positivity.
He is an influential entrepreneur and business speaker for over 30 years.
I've got to forecast. I've got to pronounce. I've got to project. I've got to share with you my ideas, my vision, my goals for not only myself, but for you.
That's why he came up with his incredible concept of taking and creating a platform for people that are wired differently.
And you got to understand that your habits of your person and your habits of your business and your habits of your spirituality have to lead to the North Star of who you are. We need to figure out who we want to be in life.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I'm on live this morning, May 31st. The year is 2023. May 31st, 2023, 1965, this very day, I was born into this world. And I'm talking to you today, wired differently. I'm talking to you today about a lot of amazing things. I've got a packed agenda for today. I got you stuck on a damn island. You're on an island and you want to get off of it. Have you ever felt like you were on an island? Have you ever put yourself on an island? I've put myself on many islands. I've put myself on islands. I think I've purposely I know I've put myself on islands purposely. Why do I do that? I don't know. Actually, I do know. I know that if I'm in a position that I must produce, I'll produce. And I'm coaching, man, I got to tell you, I'm coaching 10 people right now in our first round of Tiki Hut Retreat and building this Wire Differently coaching process, this syndicated coaching process, and I'm building it from the ground up. I just want you to know that, yes, happy birthday to me. When do you stop selling? You know, I think at some point you start celebrating how old you are versus like you're happy at your birthday. It's like, hey, yeah, I'm 58. I'm 58. Like proud to say I'm 58. There was a place there in the 40s. You're like, oh no, 50's coming, or oh no, 40's coming, and you're like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I'm 58. But I'm on an island, right? I'm in a room all by myself. I'm experimenting with green screens. I'm in Angola, Indiana, the place I basically built mostly all my companies from. I'm in my home turf. I'm in the Wired Differently studio. Can you imagine? I'm in the EDC, Economic Development Company, has created this co-work space here in downtown Angola, actually south town of Angola, Indiana. And we were afforded the opportunity to donate money and build a podcast room and name it the Wired Differently room. And I'm in it right now, and I'm testing out the green screen. I got this background. I got the headset, and I'm like, man, you know, I love the intro. I love the podcast. I love what we're doing on Facebook. I love that I'm in charge of some of yours morning to amp you up and get you going. You know, my job is to love you. My job is to encourage you. My job is to inspire you. My job is to motivate you, right? That's my job. I really made it my job. I made it my job to make your life better. And if you're in the entrepreneurial world, I want you to understand that life will get better with me. Your life will get more successful with me. You'll become more profitable. We're going to build you personally. We're going to build you spiritually. We're going to build you profitably. Got something here on my shirt. You know, God has called us to be profitable in this world. God has called us to be, you know, givers of this world. God has called us to be tradition keepers. God has called us to be good people. And so why not put that in a movement? Why not put that in a mindset? Why not put that in a mission? Why not put that in your ministry, right? Why not become wired different in that regards? So today's a big day because literally, I know I said it's my birthday, but I'm doing something special on my birthday. I'm something that, I don't know. I can only do basically every 18 months, or seems like every less than 2 years, I release a book. And today we're going to release the birthday flash sale for my third book. It's probably my sixth book if you count workbooks and all that kind of stuff, and my Wire Differently for Profits. If you go to toddsaylor.com, you can see all my books. If you go onto Amazon, you can see all the books there as well under Wire Differently. They're put together in a package of all my books. But this book is extra special. And at the end of this show, I'm going to go over the book. I'm going to pull up the website, and I'm going to show you a flash special for you people that are watching today, because my birthday is a gift to you. I've got gifts for you on my birthday. So this flash birthday special is for you. But why are we wired differently? Why do we want to be? I had one of the best compliments ever given to me. Obviously I had a great, listening today, we had a great show with Harold Reed, HRJR, an amazing man. Gosh, he was so great. He gave me great compliments. He brought me into his life. He gave me compliments when he brought me into his life several years ago. But I was on the phone with some of my I had 4 coaching calls yesterday, 4, which is a lot, which is a lot. And I had a great call with everybody. I got to tell you, this has just been a privilege and a thrill. But one of the students told me something I've been hearing a little bit of. I've been hearing people say, nice things. And he said that God put me in his life, and he couldn't wait to finish that purpose. And he just felt really, really called to the ministry of Wire Differently, which is, the big part of what we're doing here, spreading the gospel, spreading the word, spreading goodness, and piling it into our lives from a spiritual perspective, a personal growth perspective, and a business growth perspective. So I just want you to know, I've been feeling I feel like the needle's moving, right? I feel like we're really getting something done. You followers, your comments, everything you're doing, keep it up, because your life is going to change. You're changing my lives. We're changing other people's lives. The Donut Capital of the world has changed lives. It's a Wire Differently production. Everything that we're doing is working. But I wanted to talk to you before we get to the book, before we get to the exciting birthday flash special. I wanted to just kind of give you a lesson this morning. I wanted to obviously give you this encouragement, because my job obviously is to be your Barnabas. I want to be your coaching Barnabas. Barnabas was Hebrew for encourager. In the New Testament, Barnabas would travel the world with the best he could with Silas and spread the gospel, and he would always do it through encouragement. So I just want you to know, I'm your Barnabas, baby. I'm your Barnabas. I want to be your Barnabas. You need to be somebody else's Barnabas. Whose Barnabas can you be? When you wake up, you should be an encourager. When you go to bed, you should be praying and being an encourager. When you pick up the phone and talk to somebody, start with encouragement. Encourage, 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 encourage. That's my job, to love you, to encourage you, inspire you, motivate you, to be all those things in that regards. But I wanted to talk to you today from an entrepreneur perspective. You're on a stranded island. Like many of us are on a stranded island. Some of us have put ourselves on an island. I put myself. If I'm on an island, I got to get off. I'm going to die if I don't get off. They talk about burning the ships. A lot of people would refer to, put yourself in a position, go to an island on your ships, and make sure you take the island. And to make sure you take the island, burn all the damn ships. Don't give yourself a retreat course. No way out. You have to fight until you survive and conquer that moment, that situation, that business plan, that idea, that relationship. Put yourself in that position of being on an island. And I think it's important that you understand that there's a way off of an island, right? There's a strategy to get off of an island. I can't stop thinking of the movie Wilson with Tom Hanks, and he's out stranded on a desert island, and he found a volleyball. And he got a little goofy. Don't get me wrong. He got a little goofy because he was on an island by himself. He didn't have any friends, but he picked up a volleyball. And he talked to it, and he called it Wilson, because that was the name of the volleyball. But I want you for the moment to just kind of settle in for a second. And imagine yourself, you're in your life, you're in your relationship, you're in your lonely world. Life's lonely, man. Doesn't have to be lonely, but it's lonely. At points, it's lonely. And certainly when you're an entrepreneur, come on now, man. You know it's lonely. You know the decisions are lonely. You know that the prospect of not always making friends on your decisions are lonely, especially when you're dealing with family. And many of my students are family-owned businesses. I specialize in $100,000 to $3 million area where I can help build people that are stuck, stalled, startups, successful. I love my job, man. I love what God's delivered me to do here. And I got to tell you, I have had fruit in every call I've had over the last year and a half with students, prospective students. But you're on an island, right? Okay, so you're on an island. Somehow you end up on an island. You're all by yourself. This is a metaphor for your problem, your job, your relationship, your situation. You're on this island. What are you going to do when you're on this island? You kind of fall asleep and you're kind of hung over from the boat that threw you. And you probably swam to shore and you're exhausted and you pass out on the beach and then the waters wash up and then wake you up and you got dirt in your mouth and you're like, oh, I'm stranded on a deserted island. Well, you wake up, you gather yourself, and you go to shore. That's the first thing I would do. I'd go to shore, and I would look for some shelter. I'd find me a bamboo tree area or a big old oil palm or some areca palms or some type of canopy tree like a Sylvester palm. I'd find me some covering and shades. I got to get out of the sun, but I want to see the water. I want to be around the water. I got to find fresh water. I got to get to the area. So I start to figure out a place where I'm going to live. I'm going to hang out. Once I get settled, I get covered for the night. Of course, I got to figure out, how am I going to get off this island? Well, the only thing I can really do after I've secured shelter, cover for myself, think about this, is go search the island. Gilligan's Island was the greatest TV show ever created. I would watch it after school every day. I couldn't wait to go home and watch it on channel 13 or 7. We only had 3 channels. I don't know. Gilligan dominated. I don't know what they really wanted off the island, but the idea was they were on a deserted island and they had to get off the island. What they did was they looked all over the island. And that's what you would do too, is you would go to the island and you would gather yourself in your shelter and then you would go seek. What can you find on the island? I can find some coconuts and I can find some metal pieces. Oh, there's another shipwreck boat. Maybe there's some bones in it. Oh, that's spooky. But there's some metal and there's a radio and there's some secret waves and there's some floating devices and there's maybe some flares. I don't know, but there's something on this island. So you spend the next 24 hours to 48 hours, maybe 3 days gathering food, gathering items, and you put it all in the center of this island around your fortress. And at some point, you have to say, okay, this is what I have to work with. Right? This is my inventory. You see, my elevator pitch is to help you create your fortune from what you have. I'm not a coach that's going to, kind of tell you to go out and secure all these joint ventures and find $1 million. And we're going to start with what you have. And you're on an island, and in this proverbial island we're talking about, you found many things. You found food, you found coconuts, you found metal, you found fire starters, you found some maybe a radio, you found all kinds of crazy things, but it doesn't matter. The point of the matter is you have your own island you're on. And I'm thinking of Deb, I'm thinking of all you people, I'm thinking of Jason, I'm thinking of Luther, I'm thinking you people out there that are creating this world that you want to live in. And I think sometimes we get ahead of ourselves. And so let's just take a breath. Let's take a deep breath today and let's just talk about our own inventory. Eden, talk about your inventory, right? Aaron, talk about your inventory. Harold, what's your inventory? We talked about this yesterday, Harold, after the call. What are we really working with? We get these business plans, we get these ideas, and we want to go screaming forward. But I think before we really get immersed in our what we want in life, because we know the most successful people in the world literally know what they want. Let's gather our inventory. Come on. Let's slow down for a moment and do inventory. What do you have? What are your assets? Right? What people do you have around you? What is your support? What do you really, really have that's a strength in you that you can actually leverage to take you to this next step? Because part of what you want to be in life is what you got to start with, right? You know, we talked about with Harold, you know, this socioeconomic world we live in, we don't come out of the womb and all have the same starting spot. Never going to happen. That's not the way it's designed here in America, and we don't want it designed that way. But I want you to understand, you've got to at some point recognize who you are so you can become what you want to be. And when you recognize who you are, right, then you take the inventory of what you got with who you are, and then you go to work with what you got. And you're going to realize at some point you're missing some pieces. But you got to start with what you have. You got to take inventory, my friends. Inventory. I have one company that doesn't do inventory. You have to do inventory on yourself, your life, your mind, your family, your core beliefs. You can't run out into this entrepreneurial world and just start reeling off dollars. You've got to have inventory. You've got to have a plan. You've got to have a plan so you can execute. You can't execute a plan if you don't have one. What island are you on, and are you taking inventory? So your homework for today is to take inventory. I took inventory back in 1991, 92. I lost everything. My wife and I, we lost everything. I remember feeling so worthless, right? And feeling like I was on an island. And thank God I had my wife with me. And there's one thing that I remember. We were in a trailer, and we had two little babies, and it was before Wired Differently was ever even conceived. And I remember sitting back and saying, what do we got? What do we got, Tracy? What do we have? What can we launch with? What can we start over with? We literally had a single wide Redmond trailer, I believe, 16-footer or something. I don't even remember how it worked. We had our two children, and we just started doing inventory. We had no money in the bank. I made a bad decision on my first business, second business. Things didn't work out, and we were stuck on an island. And one of the funny things about the island experience in that situation is that as we gathered and did our inventory, my wife said, I know what we have. I love her so much. And she went scrambling in the little kitchen area we had, and she reached in the back of a cupboard, and I'm like, what is going on? What has she got? I found it. I said, what is it, honey? What is it? We need inventory. We need something to catapult us. We need something, some encouragement. What is our inventory? We have this trailer that's not paid for. We have taxes that are not paid for. Children that need to eat it. I just blew it on this donut business, and it was crazy. And so she scrambled. She finally gets through. She gets to the bottom. She throws pots, and she says, I know it's here. I found it. She pulls it out, and she pulls out this jar. It's about, it's a big jar. It's a big jar. It's one of these like cannery jars where, like you can fruits and, to store them. Her family they canned things, and they were growing up. They put things in cans and they would eat them, store them for the winter. It's a concept I wasn't, but she had literally stored something in this canister. And I said, babe, what is it? A canister? And she goes, look, and she slams it on the counter. I said, oh, babe, no. Not those. She says, but that's what we got. I said, well, honey, since we were kids, we've been saving those. I don't want to do those. I don't want to use those. But she says, honey, these are ours. We've put this together. We've saved this in this cannery jar. We've really put these away for something one day. And I said, but honey, we have been storing those silver dollars since we started dating. They're for the kids someday. She said, but I have them now. What's our inventory? We're doing our inventory. I said, I understand. And she cracked open those silver dollars. And she said, man, this feels good. I said, yeah, honey, I understand. So, I mean, the inventory that we had was the silver dollars, that we were down to our silver dollars. I'd forgotten the silver dollars, but my wife had remembered them. She said, this is what we have. This is our inventory. This is how we're going to get off the island. This is what we're going to use. This is what we're going to share. We're going to launch our life. Burn the damn ship. She's basically saying, go for it, honey. We got to burn it all up. This is what we got. Maybe $500 in silver dollars that we'd save for our children, but it's okay. It's our inventory. We'll bounce back. So the message I want to share with you this morning is that inventory matters. Your gifts matter. What you have around you matters. Count your people, count your ideas, count your blessings, count your materials, count your intellectual property. But do not start, do not launch, do not do these things until you literally an inventory and you're settled on your deserted island, and you've found your fortress, and you've found your partner, and you've done the inventory, and you've prepared yourself. I know a lot of you people out there that I'm coaching right now are in this very situation. I talked to you yesterday. I've talked to you last week. I've coached many of you, and I know you're down to your last silver dollar. And some of you say, I'm down beyond even my silver dollar, Todd. What do I do? I mean, you have to dig. You have to find your intellectual property. You have to find your intellectual mindset. You have to find your salvation. You have to find this grassroots of what you really have to work with, and work with it. But that silver dollar, I know you have a silver dollar. I know you have something in storage. I know you have something that you can pull on. I know you have something that you can do on this very birthday of mine. I want to share that story with you. I want to share that encouragement with you, because you can launch. And you will launch. And I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Thank you for that story, Tracy. Thank you for that memory this morning on this amazing birthday day of mine. And I wanted to just make this transition and encourage you all, and thank you for watching the show. And I just want to take you out. I want to talk to you about a few things. I want to tell you, hey, go look for that silver dollar. Do your inventory. Get off this damn island. I'll help you. ToddSaylor.com, ToddSaylor.com. We can build a life from what you have. I guarantee it that I can help you find some light. We will find some light and we'll get it on. But so today, I just wanted, on my birthday, I thought I would kind of check into the national holiday situation. So what is going on in the national holiday? And I'm going to take this out with the book of all books. National holiday, it's Parrot Day. Parrot Day, who cares? I don't have a parrot. If you have a parrot, happy Parrot Day. It's No Tobacco Day. No Tobacco Day. National. Why should we have a No Tobacco Day? Why? You know what? Let's just not smoke it unless it's a cigar. Come on now. Come on, have some fun on No Tobacco Day. I will not smoke a cigar today on No Tobacco Day. And if I see a parrot, I will give the parrot a parrot salute. And here's my favorite day of all today for National Day, for the most part, is Happy Smile Day. I got to smile, 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 smile. And I got to tell you, I didn't get my notifications off, and I got birthday wishes just reeling through. It's crazy. So I'm smiling for that. National Flip Flop Day. So we're going to wear our flip flops. We're going to smile, and we're not going to smoke, and we're going to salute the parrots today. And it's also National Macaroon Day. So think about what your day could be. You could have a macaroon wearing flip-flops, smiling, not smoking, and saluting the parrot down the street for America. And last but not least, I would like to add a national holiday today, and I would like to deem it officially the national holiday for wired differently people. Woo! Let's see if we got a clap for that. Let's see here. No, the thing doesn't work today. But anyways, so national holiday, wired differently. I am declaring today the national holiday for wired differently. I'm super excited about that. So we got the national holidays out of the way. So listen, for my birthday, I have a special gift for you. And I am going to unveil it right now. The book of all books, the book that begot the book, but not quite the Bible, but the book I wrote. My third edition of Wired Differently is here. It's launching. That's out of Gone Like Donkey Kong. We're going to let it rip, potato chip. Your will be done. Wired Differently. You have no idea the pressure of this book that has been placed upon me. I got to tell you, this book, I mean, the first book literally brought me to my knees, but the second book I thought would be easier, and it kind of really hobbled me a little bit. There was a quote in my second book that said, "It seems like it takes a lifetime to write a book, but it only lasts that long." Right. And so when I think about that quote, I think about, why am I doing this? And I really want to encourage you. I want to love you. I want to motivate you. You know, I want to move you. I want to create this place for you that you can become better in your life, personally, spiritually, and entrepreneurially. Third book is Your Will Be Done: How to Become Wired Differently. This is actually the first book I want to write. But I had to get to the first two. What is wired differently? Why we're wired differently? And now how to become wired differently. And this book is a beautiful book, professionally laid out, of course, like all my books, but the stories are amazing, but the message is most incredible. As I teach you the 3 stages of becoming wired differently: the genetic stage, the actualization stage, and the salvation stage. I take you through becoming successionaire. I take you through the mindset. I take you through the habits. I take you through all the things that have built me as a wired differently leader and a wired differently person. I want you to go to toddsaylor.com. I want you to go to toddsaylor.com. And today I'm doing a flash sale on my birthday. I want everyone to take advantage of this. My birthday, get my new book, Your Will Be Done, Flash Todd birthday sale. Now, I talked to Chris about, I didn't really like how he put that on there. I thought he was going to have it changed, but it says Flash Todd birthday sale. So here's the problem. I don't want you flashing me, right? My concern is that you're going to be running down the street, you're going to be flashing me, and we're going to have all kinds of problems. So do not flash me. It's a flash sale, right? So Chris, come on now, brother. Pay attention to the fine print. You're going to get me in trouble with all kinds of people, especially my wife and all kinds of weirdos out there, right? Do not flash me. Please do not flash me. So today is a flash sale. It's a flash birthday sale. So what I'm doing for everybody is, let me just scroll through this for you. Here's what we got. Flash birthday sale. We got 7 days. And what we're going to do for the next 7 days is a pre-order of my book. So we got 6 days and 20 some hours left to go. And it says, get my book. So you go to toddsaylor.com, go to toddsaylor.com. And I'm so excited. The book is going to retail for $29.99, but you're going to get it for $24.99. But wait, there's more. You click on here and you go to the funnel. Chris has done a beautiful job with this funnel. Embrace your unconventional brilliance. Pre-order Wired Differently. Your will be done. Limited time. There you go. Flashing me again. Flash Todd birthday sale. We'll get that fixed. Don't worry. But if you get the point, here's the book. You pre-order the book. The book will get to you in approximately 30 days or less as we're doing the final prints. And we've got the books ordered now. But we're going to do some extra gifts for you on my birthday. So what we're going to do for you is, one, not sell you the book for $29.99. We're going to sell the book to you for $24.99. And I'm going to give you a free Wired Differently sling blade bag, which is a super cool bag that we put over our shoulders. You can put water bottles, you can put notes, you can put books, you can put pens. It's a great, you can throw it over your shoulder, throw it over both your shoulders. It's just a great, cool bag. It retails for like $19.99. We're going to throw that into the package. We ship it to you. We're also going to send you the workbook. The workbook is an action workbook. It's actually the workbook that goes along with this. It's an electronic workbook that's going to take place, and it's the Wired Differently electronic workbook that goes with the book, Your Will Be Done. And last but not least, we are going to ship it to you for free. So you're going to get the workbook for free. You're going to get the sling bag for free. You're going to get the shipment for free. And we're going to knock $5 off the book. And we're going to sell it to you for $24.99. I think that's just an amazing offer. It's my birthday offer for you. And I want to do it for 7 days. So I'm gifting you the sling bag. I'm gifting you the shipping. I'm gifting you the workbook. And I'm going to be shipping you the paperback copy of Your Will Be Done. Now, Your Will Be Done is a phenomenal book. The book is going to take you through, of course, significant pieces in my life. It's going to take you through learning lessons on your entrepreneurial journey, your personal journey, and most of all, this book is going to take you through a spiritual journey. My first 2 books had spiritual messages in them, but this book comes out swinging from jump. There's conversations of me with God. There's conversations with God with me. There's conversations on how to triangulate our 2 wills. Now, tomorrow we're going to talk about it a little more, and I want to take you in depth with it tomorrow a little more, and we'll kind of break down some of the topics of it. But today I wanted to wrap this show up, and I wanted you to understand how important it is that you understand that you fit in my life, and that hopefully I'm changing your life. And I know that the needle is moving. I know people are changing. I know, I mean, at the Donut Capital of the World party, there was 2,000 people there, and I had many people from the Wired Differently follow me and come say they're following me on this Facebook, they're following me on this podcast. So I want to encourage you. You are wired differently. You aspire to not be average. Great things never come from comfort zones. I don't know where I read that, but I read it somewhere. Great things never come from in your comfort zone. We got to push it. We got to get out of that land of quo. We got to deem ourselves wired differently. We are not of this world. We are called to be not of this world as Christians. We want to be outside this world. We want to separate ourselves. We want to distinctively move ourselves away from other trends and fads and help ourselves stick out in not only our personal phase, in what we stand for and what we mean, but in our entrepreneurial mindset. We have to get off the island. Go find those silver dollars. I just want to let you guys know that you're amazing. And what I'm going through right now, and all the it's kind of surreal. My phone is blowing up here. I forgot to turn it off. I've got text messages and birthday wishes coming on my computer, coming on my phone. I got people telling me, get the damn headgear off. We don't like the headgear. Listen, I'm trying the blue screen. I'm trying the green screen. Listen, we got to get out there and try things in life. My man, Brandon Echo, he's out there trying things. My man, Harold's out there trying things. Deb's trying things. Eden's trying things. Aaron's trying things. Everything's working. Get out there and stretch yourself. Get out there and make things happen. You are differently. Great things never come from your comfort zone. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. Get ToddSailor.com. Get that order in. Get it up and running. Let's go. Let's get it on like Donkey Kong. Let her rip potato chip. I